我们欢迎下一组带来选你所爱，爱你所选。
好，今天我们的主题是选你所爱。好，我真的不行了。我看到你们都坐在下面，可以选择自己想坐在下面，轻轻松松的看着我在这里很紧张的演讲。你们那么好，我也想要选我所爱，然后坐在下面。所以你去啦，我不要演讲，拜托你，我等下来讲。
好的，好的。All right. Before the speech, I would like to ask you a question. When you were choosing the major, 也就是选组的时候 did you spend much time deciding it because of some reasons such as your parents don't agree with you, or you can't choose it, or simply because you just forgot to give it to your teacher? Okay. Anyway, if so, please raise your hands. Well, it seems that it is a common thing for most students, since it decides what we're more likely to do in the future. And just like most students, I was told that the medical science, 也就是第三类组, would be the best choice for the university entrance examination. Just like this picture, most people would choose the medical science in Taiwan First University. Yeah. And however, some teachers told me that choosing the one I'm more interested in is more important. And at this moment, I was really confused, which I don't know which choice I can take. And at this moment, what can I do? That is exactly what we're talking about today. Okay. To introduce it, I would like to take Bill's story, for example. Bill just landed on this cliff. Cliff 就是指悬崖. And he wants to get out of here since it is really dangerous. At this moment, what can he do? Well, in this picture, it is really simple. He can just go right. And however, seeing a tiger on it, he thought that he need to take action to do it. And at this moment, what can he do? Well, he has many choices. For example, he can get a gun to shoot it. Or he can drive a car to get away. However, isn't there any other choices? Of course there are. For example, Bill decided to get down the cliff. He got the ladder and climbed down it. And after that, he found that it is actually not as high as he thought. And therefore he was able to escape. And see, Bill 很聪明，学学比尔。Okay, so what's the point? Well, this situation is just like what we face now. The right way is just like what we're supposed to go. And sometimes the way people told us that is better might not be suitable for us because of some reasons, just like this tiger. And at this moment, why do we need to stick on that way? For example, we can think of other ways to get out. And as soon as we take the way, we might find that it is actually not as hard as we thought it was. However, sometimes it is also actually really dangerous. And therefore, we need to be informed in order to know which choice we can take and what's the consequence after we take the choice. However, to say is one thing, to do is another. How can we achieve that? Let my teammates show you.
Okay, and this is story time. Okay, and now I will tell you a person who has a different choice. This person is librarian. He is a person that was successful to have a different choice. And the most important thing is he planted many trees in Taiwan. And then because of this, he got a prize and take the photos with the president, 马英九，以前的。But can you imagine that this person owns a big company and quits the job to plant trees? Maybe not. So why he do that? Let me introduce to you. What can you see in this picture? 30, right? Yes. And it means librarian's life. You can see that when he was 30, he was the boss of Daya Huoyun. This company delivered over than 90% of the package in Taichung in the past. And you know it is a very great job. But he suddenly quit the job and chose to plant the trees in a mountain in Taichung Dongxi. And then his family was very shocked, and his family was very shocked, and then they are very disagreed with it. But recently, people started to notice that protecting our earth is very important. And then his family began to agree with him. Now, he has planted for more than 300,000 trees in Taichung Dongshi for almost 30 years. And this is because he proved that what he had done is true. Librarian chose these difficult things to do, and surely he faced many obstacles. At first, he bought a garbage mountain because someone cheated him to buy this. And when he wanted to plant trees, he had to clean it off at first. And planting trees needs lots of money. And this makes him very poor and also very hard. And he even owes money in the end. And then his family was very mad about it. But you can see, he owes money and even has a quarrel with his family. But why he still insisted to do that? Let me tell you. It's because it's own belief. And in the beginning, he wanted to do some good things to this big nature. He thought human life is very short, and he wants to do some things that can help everyone and everything in this world for a long time. And suddenly, he thought that planting trees can reduce the content of the CO2, and also it will be great for all of us. So he tries to plant trees in the mountains, but many people wouldn't agree with it. However, librarian still determined to do what he chose and do what he liked. And this really affects me. And I am a graduate of the Medical and Study Club. And before I was a graduate, I had my mom wouldn't support me because I was very busy and my grades will be down. And because of this, I had a quarrel with my mom. But I proved that my grades wouldn't be down, and then she supported me to be a graduate, and now I succeeded it. And that is how librarian to affect me. And also, this is librarian's achievements. He writes a book, 赖赏的千年之约. This book is about how and why he do these things and plants his crop and plants the trees. And also, he plants mountains of the trees, and now he is very good at it. And because he is very good at it, some people who wanted to countries went to him for help. 那这些领悟局的人员 In the end, I'll tell 大概years ago, we want to plant more than 500,000 trees in 台中东市. And we can see that it is a very strong determination. And we do that. And that is why we can live a different life and have a different choice for all of us to have a look. And he also said, what I planned is a big career. It means what he had done is a big thing, not just a small things like being a boss for 30 years for a life. He wants to plant trees for more than 1,000 years that can impact all of us and do a good thing for we. So I think this choice is very great and is good for all of us. And now I will let my teammates to tell you about another stories.
Well, let's look up the screen now. It is cute, adorable girl, and she's in red dress. And her name is Liu Anping. She was graduated from the National Taichung Girls Senior High School. And after she graduated, and this is her high school picture. Yeah, it is beautiful. She's not a homo, yes, just a friend. And after she graduated from the high school, she attended to the Princeton University. But why did she want to study abroad? The reason is, in one summer, she had participated in Oxford's English camp. And in there, she was shocked by the freedom of foreign country. So she decided to study abroad. And of course, her parents have given her some requirements, such as ask her to pass the test to the Taiwan University Administrations of Liberal of Arts and Political Science. 就是台大外文系跟台大政治系，你懂的。And in the Princeton University, she studied the Department of Finance, 财经系，你也懂的。And after she graduated from the college, she worked in New York's corporate advisor, and its salary is over $1 million. Help me this. And in the beginning, I'm telling you that she loved to participate in some voluntary activities. And this is the picture she took in Africa, Ghana. And even though she was just a high school student like us, but she had participated in a rescue team in Haiti, saving the people who suffered the Haiti earthquake. And later on, she went to the Cambodia, helping the poor there. But the most impressive her activity is in the American New York adolescent jail. In there, she has acquainted with a little boy. The little boy, his family career is selling the drugs, and as a result, the little boy has followed on their family career and being caught. And after some frequently spiritual counseling, the Liu Anping has deeply understanding that this situation is happening all over the world. And this situation is that the poor family couldn't give their child the normal education. So she set up her mind and came back to Taiwan and programmed this organization, Teach for Taiwan. And let me tell you what is Teach for Taiwan. Teach for Taiwan, they look for the people who graduate from the college mainly. And this is a non-profit organization. And in the first year, there are over 200 volunteer people to this organization. And if you are admitted, you have to do at least 2 years so you can leave. And why did Liu Anping give out the millions of dollars of salary and came back for Taiwan? The reason is she wants to improve education. And what's wrong with our education? There are 3 points, and it is based on the urban-rural gap. The first point is, in the rural area, their school is lacking in teachers. And in the rural area, it is hard to hire a new teacher. And the most important point is the rate of changing teacher is high. Because every teacher in the country, they're just trying to pass the test and came into the big city like us, Taichung, Taipei. And to me, in last summer, I've joined a voluntary activities, 山中小精灵, and I went up Nantou Longhua Guoxiao, Longhua Elementary School, and I'm acquainted with this cute kid. His name is Guan Qi, and he told me in 5 years he has changed over 12 teachers. It's say every year he has to face a stranger. Can you imagine? Oh yeah. So, and this animation just telling you this problem. Some teacher in the rural school, their face just like this. And why is Teach for Taiwan could be so successful? I think the vital point is passion. Isn't there anybody engaged in this kind of activities, saving the education? Well, I think there are. But the Liu Anping is different with them is because of her passion. Because of her passion, that motivates she to take this action. Those action. And to my partner.
Okay, have you got bored after hearing some stories? Anyway. After the 2 stories, I would like to get a conclusion. Why can they succeed while some others can't? Well, they both have some elements that make them succeed what they want. They're actually very simple. To notice it, to plan it, to do it, and to check it. But it is so simple that almost everyone knows that. But the problem is that people often forget them. For example, we might not notice what we really want after a long time. And sometimes we are not able to plan it well. For example, do you still remember Bill? At this situation, if he just jumped down the cliff, then he would get into trouble. Okay. But however, mostly we are not because of this. Most of the time, it's just because we're not eager to do it that make us can achieve that. And therefore, that's why we need to choose what we want, and so that we are more likely to do it well and do it continuously. And after we take a choice, we want to do it, then we need to like what we chose and do it, and so that it would be success. And the last one, to check it. Sometimes we might find that it is actually really not able to be done. And at this moment, it is better for us to check if we really want that. If we don't, we need to go back to noticing and and planning, and so that we can achieve what we really want. And in the end, we would like to tell you a thing. To choose what you like.
And like what you choose.
Because life cannot start over again.